Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. Today on the channel I'll be rating the 2025 Super League jerseys. I'll predominantly be doing the home and away jerseys for this season. As I do every year, I'll be doing this in alphabetical order, so the first team that I'm going to be talking about is Castleford. So looking at Castleford's home shirt for this year, and they're still sponsored by CBR Engineering. This year they decided to go for a diagonal stripy look, and I like the colouring on it. I like the way that the jersey looks overall. I think it's an improvement on some of the jerseys that they've had in recent years, so I'd give this one an 8 out of 10. And looking at the away shirt, and this is going to be a common theme in the video because I think a lot of clubs have gone with this design this year, which is they're going for like a purplish, pinkish, girly type of look. So this is Castleford's away shirt. As you can see, it's kind of gone for a bit of a pattern, mosaic kind of design. It's a pink, purplish, black kind of number. I mean, it's alright, it's not too bad. If I was to give this one a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6, a 6.5. I'm pretty sure the female Castleford supporters will buy this one. It's not something I would particularly wear if I were a Castleford supporter. Looking at Catalan Dragons home shirt for this year, there's not really much difference from last year. This shirt is just predominantly white with the V, which is what they had last year. I've noticed that they don't have a sponsor on the front of this one, but that's probably changed now. But I think that this particular shirt is alright. I mean, it's a classic Catalan sort of design, so I'd give this one a 7.5, 8 out of 10. And looking at Catalan's away shirt, what the fuck is this? When I first saw it, I thought to myself, this looks like something that you'd wear to a warehousing job, or if you were working in a factory or something like that. And some of the other people online were commenting the same thing. And because the kit manufacturer is Macron, they've got that classic toilet seat design for the collar, which as a Parramatta supporter, we've had that for a couple of years now with Macron. This is a terrible away shirt, probably one of the worst I've seen in quite a while. If you're a factory worker or a warehouse worker, you could probably wear it to work and get away with it, but it's an awful shirt. So I'd probably have to give this a rating of 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Sorry Catalan fans, if there's any Catalan fans watching. Looking at the Huddersfield home shirt for 2025, it's got the classic Huddersfield colours, which it always does. They're still sponsored by the same company, Bondit. But the shirt itself, look, I'm not really a fan of this design. It's got a bit going on there. I just don't really like the way it looks. I thought that what Huddersfield had on last year were way better, to be fair, so I'd probably have to give this one a 5 out of 10. And looking at the away shirt for 2025 with Huddersfield, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that they've worn this kind of design before for their away shirt. Maybe a similar colour or a similar design. I think it looks alright. It's not too bad for an away kit. It's made by Oxen, so I mean Oxen do some good stuff. So I'd probably have to give this one a 7 out of 10. I think for an away shirt it's alright. On to Hull FC now, and Hull FC with this shirt, it's pretty much what they wear most years. There's not really many changes, I think. Still sponsored by the same company. Yeah, it's just a classic Hull FC design. Not really too much to say on it. I know some years they break it up a bit and put a V or whatever, but yeah, I think it's alright for a home shirt for Hull FC. I mean, it's no changes whatsoever. So if I were to give it a rating, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. I mean, it's just one of them classic sort of designs, so that's what I'll give it. And with Hull FC this year, they've released 2 alternate kits. So this is the first one, and it's, as you can tell, aqua blue, really stands out. Very vibrant colours there. I'm pretty sure a few people will buy these ones. I mean, as away kits go, I think it's alright, it's not too bad. I'll probably give this one a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10, somewhere around there. And this is the other alternate shirt that they've released. I actually prefer this one to the aqua blue. It's got a cool sort of design on it as well. Gold around the sleeves and around the collar. I think it's a nicer looking shirt than the aqua one, so I'd probably give this one a 7.5, 8 out of 10. I think this one's not too bad actually. Now on to FC's fierce arch rivals Hull Kingston Rovers. This is their home shirt for 2025. It's got red across the top and the shoulders there, and they've also decided to go with a sash this year. And I don't really have anything against sashes. I think they're okay. The sponsor's still the same, Connexon. For this one, look, I think it's an alright home shirt to be fair. Like, I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10. I think it's not too bad. And this is Hull Kingston Rovers away shirt for 2025. As I mentioned at the start of the video, some of the clubs this year are going for very girly looking designs, very sort of feminine designs, and this is one of them. This is their away shirt, predominantly purple and dark purple. I'm sure it would be a big hit with the ladies. I mean, as far as it goes for an away shirt, look, I think it's alright, it's not too bad. The colours for me, they're not my cup of tea, but maybe other people out there will like them, so I'll give this shirt probably a 6.5 out of 10, a 7 out of 10. That's probably as high as I'd give it. And I thought I would just shot this in just quickly. This is their third kit or alternate kit, and they've clearly been watching some Leigh or they're inspired by Paris Saint-Germain, because this is, to me, as soon as I saw this, I went, this is a Paris Saint-Germain shirt. It looks exactly the same as some of the stuff that they've worn in the past. I really like this one because I like Paris Saint-Germain, so I thought I'd shot this in there, but this is their third alternate kit. And this is the Leeds home shirt for 2025. Now, Leeds have had some bad home shirts in the last couple of years, but this is classic Leeds. I really like this one. This is back to how they should be every year. Just everything about this shirt is great. It's got the classic Leeds colours, the collar, and the sponsor's still the same as it's been for many years, Leeds Building Society. To me, this shirt is a real winner. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I think mainly based off the fact that Leeds have had some really bad home shirts and now they're back to the classic Leeds look. I love it, so yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. And onto the away kit. Well, the away kit's pretty much the polar opposite for me. I'm not really a fan of this one. When I first saw this shirt, it kind of reminds me of like a Formula 1 checkered flag type look, you know, like a racing shirt. I'm not really a fan of this one. I don't like the colour, and I don't like the colour on the shoulders either, so sorry Leeds fans, I probably have to give this one about a 2 or a 3 out of 10. I think it looks ugly. This is Leigh's home shirt for the 2025 season. Now, if you know me, I was never a fan of the rebrand of the club, and I just prefer it to be Leigh or Leigh Centurions if you want to have it that way. But with this shirt, once again, it's got the leopard print. They've got a new sponsor, Jet 2. What do I think about this home shirt? At least they got the colours right this year. Since the rebrand, I think they've shot a bit of grey or white or like a black into the kit. But this one's just the colours of Leigh, red and white. I mean, I'm not a fan of this leopard print stuff. I mean, if you like it, good for you, but not really big on the leopard print designs. This is the away shirt for Leigh. With this one, it's, well, one of the main differences is that on the away shirt, you've got the leopard eyes that you can see just above the Jet 2 sponsor. I mean, what can you say? I mean, you either love or you hate these types of shirts. I'm in the latter. I'm not a fan of the leopard print stuff, as I've said 2 or 3 times already. So when it comes to rating them, I'm not a fan of them. I won't give them a score, but I'm just not a fan of this leopard print stuff. And here we have Salford's home shirt for 2025. They've got a new sponsor on the front, University of Salford, Manchester. What I like about this shirt as well is that it's got a design print on it, which is of the Salford Cathedral on the actual shirt, which I think is good. I like it when clubs are sponsored by a local business, university, whatever have you. I really like the colours. I like everything about this shirt. I'd probably give this one about an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I think it looks really nice. The away shirt, this one also has a design on it based on the Salford area. I really like the colour of this one. I like the sort of the gold sponsor and the golden badge. I think Salford's kits this year, home and away, are very nice. They've had some interesting designs over the years, but I think these two are really good. I'd give the away one probably about the same score, an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I think Salford's done a good job. Here we have St Helens home shirt, my team, for 2025. Once again, white shirt with a red V, which is something that the club's had since 1961. And I know a lot of other opposition fans say that it's boring, but you know, I'm traditional and I like that type of stuff. But getting back to the shirt, once again, Home Bargains is the sponsor. The big difference with the shirt this year is that it's got the badge in the middle as opposed to just on the left, and this one's more of a reflective badge. I'm not a fan of shirts that have the badge in the middle. I like the badge to be on the left hand side, so I'm really disappointed with that. I don't mind the V and how that is. In years gone by, we've had different variations of the V. Sometimes it's been shorter or longer, whatever have you. This year it's fine, the position's fine, I just don't like the badge in the middle, so unfortunately I'm probably going to have to give this one a 7 out of 10. And with the away shirt, once again the badge is in the middle and the V's a different kind of shape and it's a lot smaller and the sponsors are on the V. This coloured away shirt, it reminds me of the one that we had in 2021, I believe, when we won the championship, defeating Catalans in the final. The colour's nice, it's just, I don't know, I just don't like the badge in the middle and I don't like the sponsors being on the V. So if I'm being honest, I'd probably give this one about a 6.5 out of 10. The kits from Saints this year are a bit disappointing, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not particularly happy with them. Here we are with Wakefield returning to the Super League after 1 year out. With this shirt, it's got the traditional Wakefield colours. They've decided to go with a V or chevron design again. Sponsored by DIY Kitchens, who also sponsor Bellevue Stadium now, so that's the name of the stadium. I think this shirt is nice. It's got a nice look to it. It's got the traditional Wakefield colours. I'd probably have to give this one 7.5 out of 10. I think it looks pretty good. For the away shirt, it's got a real sort of a French rugby union, rugby league vibe to it, the colours. It's a smart looking shirt. I know last year a few people accused Wakefield of stealing Eastern Suburbs Sydney Roosters design when it come to their shirts. But these ones are quite nice. As I said, with the away one, it really gives me the French rugby union, rugby league vibe. I'd probably give this one about the same score, a 7.5 out of 10. I think they're all right. Here we are with Warrington in 2025, their home shirt. They've finally got rid of that shocking, ugly Hoover sponsor. Even though they've kept Hoover as the sponsor, it used to be a big red circle on the front of the shirt. Absolutely hated it. But this one, they're going for this weird kind of, it looks like an incomplete V or an incomplete chevron. I wish that probably would have been extended. It would have looked a bit better. But I will say, I don't know, this shirt just kind of looks a bit weird to me. I mean, it's better than what they had last year, but still, I'd probably have to give the home shirt a 6 out of 10. It's not the greatest one. Sorry, Warrington fans. And with their away shirt in 2025, like I said earlier in the video, a few clubs are going for this girly pink purple theme away shirt. This one looks very similar to the Hull Kingston Rovers one, same colour. It's got some chevrons going underneath the Hoover sponsor. Look, I think, as I said earlier, with Hull Kingston Rovers, if you're a lass that follows Warrington, I think they'll be buying this shirt without a doubt. But I think if you're a guy, you'd probably go, I'm not going to wear that. But look, I'd probably say, I don't know, I'll give it the same score as the home shirt. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Not my cup of tea, but obviously other people will like it. And finally with Wigan, this is their home shirt for 2025. It looks very similar to what they had last year, and they've still got the same sponsor on the front, which I think is the only thing that I really dislike about the shirt. The rest of the shirt looks fine. It's just that Greenmount Projects sponsor on the front, and that lime green just doesn't really fit well with the shirt. That's just my own personal opinion. And with the away shirt, they've gone with a sort of navy blue and a bit of a pattern on the front there. And to be fair, the sponsor on the away shirt looks better than the home. It fits in a bit better. So look, for the home shirt, I'd give it probably an 8 out of 10. Not really much of a change. For the away, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think the sponsor just looks better on the away shirt. So that is my video rating all the 2025 home and away shirts in the Super League. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what your favourite shirts are in 2025 and which ones you absolutely loathe. I'd love to know. Anyways, this has been Rugby League History, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright.